Hello, I would like to present to you the video response to the positive classroom environment for assignment 1, video 1 and video 2 reflection. So after observing the video of Miss Amen's classroom, I observed the lesson where she incorporated several opportunities of the teacher, assessment, and support consortium. When looking at those components, I noticed that she incorporated the learner and learning component. She allowed students to pick their book levels. There was a positive learning environment for students to learn. I also noticed that she shared their meeting norms prior to starting the lesson. I thought that was really great. She incorporated content where she implemented critical thinking skills and opportunities during the lesson while talking to her students about the main topic of a story. Her materials were available on the tables for students to access. I also noticed that she incorporated instructional practices where she allows students to complete a task on their own in a small group. She stated the expectation and allowed students to practice on their own and collaborate together. Lastly, I noticed with during this observation where she embedded professional responsibilities. So after setting the expectations, she then allowed students to collaborate again. And during the activity, she roamed the classroom to make sure that all students stayed on task. So some areas of improvement. While watching this video, I noticed that she had some areas where I felt would be great for her to embed. I would have loved to see more visuals especially for my students who are visual learners or who may have IEPs or diagnosis. I love that she went over the meeting norms prior to her lesson. However, I would have loved to see her embed those meeting norms virtually or have them posted up around the classroom for her students to refer back to throughout the day. Going into the second video, Miss Shifley's class, the virtual classroom, after watching her video, I observed her lesson where she incorporated several opportunities of the teacher assessment and support consortium. In her classroom, it was overall positive. I noticed that she embedded the application of content. She tested their critical thinking skills and problem solving skills during the math lesson. Also, she incorporated planning for instruction. She had visuals. Students understood and answered various questions consistently throughout the lesson. And lastly, I noticed that she incorporated opportunities for the learner and learning. I heard her and her students interacting and socializing with each other. I thought that was great as well. Some areas of improvement that I would like to share from this observation is I noticed two things that I would like to see her embed more. And the first thing is implementing opportunities for students to collaborate. So possibly breaking out in small group and allowing the students to collaborate maybe on an activity that they were doing and collaborate together and talk and reflect. And then also lastly, I noticed that I would have loved for her to respond to all of her students' responses. I did see a couple students respond to a question or even commented from something that from the lesson, and she did not respond to them. And so with that, sometimes children just want to be heard. So I think that this will build a more positive relationship if she would have responded to those students. And so in my classroom, no matter what the children say or do, what my scholars say or do, I will always honor their voices. So that is my summary of the two videos. Thank you so much.